Today, I'm going to be in my Passion Planner daily planner, which I'm currently using for fitness and wellness tracking. And I'm going to be doing a June recap and flip through, as well as setting up for the month of July. Hey guys, I'm Tracy and this is A Girl with Plans. I want to welcome you all back to my channel. And for those of you that are here for the first time, welcome. So yes, we're going to have a packed video today. Some things may be sped up, some things may not. I don't think it's going to be as long as it sounds. We'll see, fingers crossed, because I can get chatty at times. So yes, I am currently using the Passion Planner daily for my fitness and wellness tracking. I did a setup video of this in, I believe, end of May for June. And I've also, I recently kind of went over this just a little bit when I was talking about my July planner lineup. And I was talking about how much I have loved this so far, and that has not changed. And as I go through my recap, I will tell you more specifically why I'm loving this. Yes, because I am going to be doing recap videos in here, like showing you flip throughs every month, just because I don't really think there's anything too personal in here. If so, I'll blur it out. But here's the month so far. So I'm filming this on Saturday. Yes, I had a migraine for the past 2 days. So it's funny that I'm filming this when I kind of haven't done very much the past few days. I have that lingering headache today. So hopefully I can get a little bit of a workout in later on today. But yeah, here's my monthly. So what I'm doing for the monthly is I'm kind of writing in the workouts that I'm doing. I did have wins for this month. I guess maybe we should start with what I set as far as goals for the month. So my main thing was healthy diet to heal my adrenals and gut. And what I said is I wanted to do meal plan with 0 processed food. I think I did probably 0 processed food at least half of the month though. I would say probably more than half of the month. I would have to really think about it to see how much I've done that. Decreased sugars. I think I've done a decent job with that. Increased veggies. I have increased my veggies, but not as much as I needed to. Lean protein, yeah, balanced snacks. I'm still kind of struggling in the snack department, and then aim for organic. When I say I'm struggling with the snack department, I haven't really been eating that much snacks, and when I do, I kind of pick up a protein bar, and that is processed, but some of them are more healthy where it's like all natural ingredients, but usually that kind of has like a lot of natural sugars in it. I have not been tracking my macros. That's a lot. And I have not really been tracking my sugar intake. Yeah, we might bring that back in. I keep saying I really want to do that. I just feel like it's too much right now because I'm not on point yet. I feel like those need to kind of start becoming a thing once I'm on point with my meals. Take vitamins, add B12. I don't think I've added B12, but I have been very good with my vitamins. If I don't think I've added it, that probably means I haven't. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And I said I want to do a de-stress activity for 15 plus minutes a day. I have been doing some of that. And then I kind of created this. I was like, I want to do a 15-minute de-stress activity each day, which we'll say reading. Journal multiple times a week. I have actually picked up my journal, like my Dear Diary journal, and I picked it up this week. Let's be real. I picked it up this week. I had to go in the office one day and I had to get there a little bit early and wait for a certain reason. So I was like, let me take my little journal and let me do some morning reflecting. And that's the time I did it. So hopefully that has prompted me to get back into it. We see. My massages, I'm good. I have not done meditation yet. So yeah, and then I showed you this and my wins for the week. I have been working out 3+ times. And like I said, at first I wanted to do 2 to 3 yoga classes, 2 to 3 Pilates and bar. But what's been happening is I've just been doing at least 3 yoga, Pilates or bar classes. But I've been doing at least 3 a week. Even if I do 1 today, if I manage to do it today, then that would be 3 this week. No, wait a minute. I've already done 3 this week. I did not do 3 last week. That's where I messed up. But I did have an active Monday. It was just, I was doing manual labor. So I didn't count it as a workout, but my heart rate got up and stuff. My win number 2 is I am now in the 30-minute workouts. Yay. I will say for most part of the year, I was kind of doing like mostly 20-minute max workouts. I will say I can feel it because after the 20 minutes hits, I am like watching my watch. I'm like, how much longer do I have? So like 20 minutes is that sweet spot for me. Once it goes over the 20 minutes, I start like counting down. But I have been doing all 30-minute workouts this one. And like I said, I'm better with nutrition. I have not incorporated walks because it has been hot, and I think that has something to do with my migraines because I got my horrible migraine when I got into a car that had been like parked in the hot, like 100 plus degree heat index day. And I think it just was horrible. All right, so I'm not going to set up the calendar because there's really not much to it. I think what I'm going to do for the month of July, so this is going to be July's setup. I still need to focus on nutrition, and we're going to do low intensity workouts. And I think that's super important with the heat just because I've been getting migraines and stuff like that. I don't think I want to do too much there. And then what else? Let's see. So the one goal that I would like to have the most, I'm going to still keep the same goal because I just feel like that to me is more important than even working out, is the healthy diet. And that's to basically feel better. And then I feel like, in all honesty, this is going to be the same. I think, so I'm going to put on here, same as June. I'm not going to rewrite it, but I'm going to add decrease dairy. And y'all, like I have been doing like, I would say for like the past, almost probably this entire year, I like will eat my morning breakfast, and that will include like a yogurt. It's like a Oikos Zero, so it's like not bad for you. They use stevia and stuff like that. But I need to start getting away from the dairy, and I'm like, I think I can like bypass the yogurt. And then I can cut back on cheese and like start there. That's pretty much the only dairy that I eat or drink or whatever, because I don't like do milk. I do like almond milk and like coconut milk and stuff like that. So it's just those two. So I really want to decrease the dairy. I will say I have been on point with the no gluten. So I'm going to say accomplishments that I'm proud of. I'm going to say 0 gluten in June. 3 workouts a week, 30 plus minutes each. Yeah, those are what I'm proud of. The other thing that I think I'm going to put here that has nothing to do with the diet, but I want to put it on here, is I really need to, what's a healthy diet in mind? All right. And then we want to add daily stretching, y'all. Why is that so hard for me to do? And I'm not talking about the stretching that occurs like after a workout, because if you do a lot of workouts, you know, when you stretch after a workout, it's like a 1-2 minute stretch or something like that. Like I need to do like 10 minutes of stretching in the morning or right before bed, preferably both times. But I need to start that. So that's like a big thing for me. I need to, let's do morning journaling. Let's start with the morning journaling because I think I've been focusing more on evening journaling to reflect on my upcoming day. I mean, reflect on the day that we just had. And I feel like the morning journaling could be easier to accomplish because at nighttime I want to like get in bed and read my book and I really don't want to journal. Or I just kind of just don't think about it. Where I think in the morning, if I make that part of my routine, I might have a more successful chance of doing it. And I can just talk about maybe the day prior or just what's on my mind or just like free write about anything. So I think those are the things I'm going to kind of work on. And I'm going to say continue with 3 plus yoga, Pilates, bar workouts. So I'm doing this low intensity workouts, but they're not really that low intensity. They're kind of, they definitely, I don't get into the, I guess, was it cardio? No, because I don't know the zones, but I'm definitely over, like I get over the 120 heart rate, which I think is when you start getting into some of the cardio ones, but I definitely don't really go over 150, 160. So I'm probably getting a little bit higher of a heart rate than I probably want to with trying to heal the adrenals, but you know, we're making progress. I don't really like filling out the rest of this, so we're not. Okay. Now I'm going to show you a flip through, and I'm going to chat about why I'm liking this planner. So some of these I think you already saw. I just haven't done as many plan with me's in this particular journal because I've been kind of doing them as I go. So some of these you've been seeing. So like you see, like I did try my macros one day. And then you see I stopped doing it and then I stopped adding it. So basically when it comes to this particular planner, what I'm doing is I have my little Apple Watch stat stickers. I created those myself in Canva and then printed it out on my Cricut. I think there might have been some I just printed out in Word and cut it by hand. I write my workout here, but a lot of times when I write the workouts now, I don't have as much to write because I'm doing a little bit lower intensity and I'm not doing like a lot of weight training. So I don't have as much to write. So I do that here. And then here's just kind of been a abundance of different things, I guess you could say. I do track my mood. That's the only thing. If you're familiar with this particular layout, I'm not going like block by block because I'm kind of making them work for me as far as the fitness and wellness. So these blocks, I kind of put anything in. You can see here I wrote my stress and anxiety levels, and then I checked off the 2 vitamins that I add to the middle of the day. I do not track my morning and evening vitamin or my morning and nighttime vitamins because I keep them in a pill case and they get taken every single time. It's those middays that like get me. So that's what I track. And then I've been writing the temperatures, not all the time, but sometimes. And then for my days, this is where I write my energy levels, what time I wake, what I eat, what time I work out, what I do, and kind of just like any other type of things that I kind of want to track that might be specific. And then over here, I just kind of decorate and then I write notes, and my notes vary. But let's see. So this first week, I started on the 2nd, and I think I did one every single day. Yeah, I did one every single day. Here are just free journals. Yep, still every single day. Here are just free journals about like more about this. Oh, I'm still every single day. That's important. That's why I keep saying, okay, now I skipped a day or skipped a couple of days. So here's the 9th. And then the 11th. So I did not track anything on the 10th. And that's the reason why I'm kind of liking this journal. First of all, I like it just for functionality purposes. Because you'll see in a minute, like I've been free journaling here, but this extra space has actually been helping. You'll see in a minute for other purposes. But I have not, when I decorate it, I do not date it because if I don't do it, one day, then I don't want to have a blank page. So basically what I'm doing is I'm dating as I go. So there should be no blank pages in this particular journal. It's just going to be one of those things that at the end of, you can see my journaling there. This was a bad day. This wasn't great either, but basically it's going to be filled up. It's just not going to be consistently day to day. So you'll see in a minute. Here we go. So here's the 15th, June 15th, right? So I filled this in. I was not very good here, but I started kind of working on it. And then the 16th and 17th, I did not do pages, but I wrote it here. So basically, I think probably on the 18th is my guess, or the 17th, I might have came in. So yeah, I think the 17th, I'm going to come in here. And I was like, let me go ahead and write in what I did because I didn't actually track it, especially when it comes to the food, because I wanted to capture what I ate those days just in case I do get a migraine. Then maybe I can kind of figure out what caused that migraine type thing. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. So this is one of the reasons why I'm really, really enjoying this blank space here, because on days that I don't actually get to tracking it in depth, I can come here and just write those extra days in. So it's been really working for that, and you'll see I'll do it again in a minute. So that's it for that. This, I didn't write anything. Here we go. Here's another one. I didn't decorate at all this day. This was the 25th. So this was Wednesday. I'm filming this on Saturday. So this was just a few days ago. And then I got my migraine on the 26th in the evening. So I kind of wrote that here. And then the 27th, because I had a migraine, I was not going to come in here and fill this out. I was struggling to function at all. So I just wrote notes. See, this is why I'm really enjoying this workout. And you can see I didn't even decorate this day, which is perfectly fine. And then I have decorated for this, but like, you know, we'll see if I use it today. It is noon, so I can backtrack. I know what time I woke up this morning, what I ate. So I probably will fill this in today because like I said, I think I'm gonna try to do some type of workout activity. If my head is still bothering me, I might just try to do some very low intensity, like restorative yoga or something like that. That's more stretching. Can't do any like down dog or anything. All right, so that is kind of where I am in this journal. Now let's decorate. So for those of you that like the decorating, that's what we're going to do. And guess what? We're going to do something a little bit different, something I've never done. First of all, I'm going to pull stickers, but let me show you what I have never done before. These are magazine pages. So, at one point I had gotten like, I think it was like Women's Health magazine or something. I'm talking about like a year or two ago. And you know, I never read them. I just never read. I like will flip through it every time and see if something catches my eye. But then when I went to like put them in the recycling bin, I was like, let me pull out some pages. I said, because maybe these would be really cool for a vision board. I have more pages than this. Plus I have a couple of magazines, but I pulled out some of these because I'm like, let's actually use this in my journal. Or well, it's kind of a journal. It's kind of a workout journal because I'm tracking things after the fact. I guess I call it a tracker. But like I was thinking this, because this is super bright. So I think we could do that. Then we have like this really cool purple one. I like that one. Then we have like some sports related ones. We have some flag ones, some kite ones. And then like I pulled a few stickers from my old Happy Planner sticker books. I was like, because those are those colors, we can match that. Then I have this, which is, I have some die cut stickers that I got from Temu a long time ago. So maybe we can use some of those. I can see some reds and some oranges. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So this I'm going to speed up. Let me see. Where is my glue stick? I think glue's going to work better than tape. I think I'm going to rip. Yeah, I think I'm going to rip. So yeah, I think that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to rip around the text. right, guys, there we go. So yeah, this June recap, July setup turned into a little bit of a decorate with me of my daily pages. But hey, this was a lot of fun, a big stress release for me. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, don't throw away all of your mail because you never know what you can reuse. So yeah, this was from a magazine and it served as inspiration. And I will say this is so thin. It's thinner than the actual stickers itself. So it's not going to add bulk. So yeah, I might I might like get some travel magazines and stuff because you know they have pretty sceneries and stuff, so I might start doing some of that, but we'll see. But yeah, so I paired it with Mojo Jojo boxes, some wrong PET tape, and some really, should we say, ancient Happy Planner stickers to kind of round out this spread. And then this one I was gonna do a junk journaling style because on one of the magazine pages it had like tennis and then it had like golf, and then I was like, oh, this like needs to go together, so I just kept this like this. It's fine, it's basic, it's nothing like extravagant, but you know, when you go from this, every page doesn't have to be like this. This is cute enough, and I'm using stickers. Like I don't know when I would ever do a golf spread, so I figure let's just throw it in here. And then this is really cool. This would have been really cool like in a self-care journal or just a regular journal. This doesn't even look like it came from a magazine, and it just fits perfectly with these Martina Sticker Company stickers. Definitely use my discount code if you want to save. These are all printable versions. You can get them as tangibles or she'll mail them out to you, but I do the printables, and I use lined roses, blackout roses, and the Dear Me stickers. I mean, Dear Me quotes, y'all. These quotes are fantastic. The work of art is me. Dear me, thank you for putting in the work. Love me. Reminder, you'll never feel 100% ready. Do it anyway. Perfect. But yeah, I love how this turned out. I think everything worked so well together, and because of the Dear Me, Love Me and stuff, that's why I pulled out this heart washi that I think is some really old Happy Planner washi, but this is so pretty. And like I said, that was the inspiration. So sometimes, you know, the magazine, it doesn't just add like the extra decorative element, it actually adds a lot of inspiration. So there we go. We got 3 spreads out of it, and then we did a little bit of goal setting up here. But like I said, you know, my goal setting, you could tell I'm getting simple with it. Same June goals and action steps plus that. All right, guys, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to watch this video. If you enjoyed it, please press that like button. If you have yet to subscribe, I hope you would also consider subscribing to my channel. That's all I have for now. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.